Beyond the Gates spoilers for the week of April, May 5 to 9. Note, the next 5 days will be all about the fallout from Leslie Thomas's truth bomb. With that said, before talking about the drama aftermath, there's a preemption to note to make fans aware of. Much like this past week, the new soap will not be seen on Tuesday, May 6 and Wednesday, May 7 due to CBS's coverage of the UEFA sporting event. First things first, Nicole Richardson will have an emotional meltdown thanks to her husband's age-old affair being exposed. From the sounds of it, Nicole won't waste any time kicking Ted Richardson out of the Richardson family mansion. Still, she'll spiral in the process. The BTV preview for the week of May 5 to 9 shows a worn-out-looking Nicole talking to her sister, Danny Dupree, about how numb she feels. While Nicole will have a rough time over the next few days, the only silver lining is that her family will be by her side throughout this entire ordeal. Meanwhile, Beyond the Gates spoilers for next week note that Eva Thomas will do her best to make amends. It sounds like the first person she'll try to smooth things over with is Catherine "Cat" Richardson. Cat will be doubtful that Eva is Ted's daughter, considering all the lies Leslie and Eva have told her and her family. However, as fans recall, Eva did have a DNA test done prior to the anniversary bash, so she'll have the proof needed to back up her claims. It also sounds like Eva will reach out to Ted, but will he be receptive to listening to her side of the story? He knows that she fooled him during her time as his family's assistant, and that it was her idea to organize the anniversary party where Leslie dropped her bombshell about their affair. Still, during that confrontation, Eva also learned that Ted thought Leslie had terminated her pregnancy. All along, Eva had been manipulated into believing Ted had rejected her, which was technically not the case. Will this father and daughter decide to sweep their past under the rug in order to forge a relationship together? Speaking of Kat, by the time the Friday, May 9 episode rolls around, she'll see an intimate moment that unsettles her. Will she see Ted and Eva bonding, or could Eva lean on Tom Navarro during this challenging time? Either way, Kat's world will be rocked. Meanwhile, another person who will be struggling next week is Bill Hamilton. Leslie revealed that Ted's brother-in-law at the time helped bury their affair and also hurled threats to get her to leave town. As Chelsea Dupree and Naomi Hamilton Hawthorne have made steps in repairing their relationships with their father since he left their mom, Danny, hearing what he did all those years ago, raised even more red flags for them. It sounds like Bill will have a ton of explaining to do during the week of May 5 to 9 where his 2 daughters are concerned. Still, he won't be the only one scrambling. The Dupree family will also have a lot of work ahead in terms of damage control in the face of this latest scandal. Beyond the Gates spoilers imply that considering the claims Leslie made, both Anita Dupree and Vernon Dupree will be on high alert. So here's hoping they can calm the paparazzi down and allow this latest controversy to run its course until it fizzles. Still, knowing how hot-headed Danny can be, and how she'll want to defend Nicole's honor, could she do something stupid in the coming days? The drama is set high on Beyond the Gates, the week of May 5 to 9. Leslie has unleashed her revenge on the Richardsons and Duprees, but something tells us she's not done with them yet. At Ted and Nicole's anniversary party, Leslie Thomas told her truth, which immediately shattered their marriage. Who knows if they'll be able to put the pieces together again? Needless to say, this coming week, Nicole struggles with the fallout of Ted's decades-old betrayal. He might feel that because he's been an ace husband ever since he ended the messy affair with Dana/Leslie, that should be enough for Nicole. After all, she is a rational human being and a psychiatrist. But she just found out that not only did Ted choose to have an affair during one of the worst times of her life, but there is now a grown daughter who is evidence of that betrayal. How do you process all of this? Well, it looks like Nicole is going to wrestle with her husband's deceit, Leslie's revenge, and Eva's existence. A byproduct of Leslie's revenge is that there may be a reckoning coming for Bill Hamilton. Specifically, he was Ted's attorney, who helped clean up his messy affair. According to Leslie, Bill didn't just pay her to leave town and make sure she had an abortion. He threatened and intimidated her in the worst way possible. Teasers suggest that this week, Bill's covert role in burying Ted's secret surfaces, forcing each member of the Dupree and Hamilton families to reevaluate loyalties, question old bonds, and wonder if anything in their world remains secure. During this shortened week of BTG, one of the most intriguing teasers suggests that Kat witnesses an intimate moment that could change her life. Does she witness Eva and Thomas share a close moment? Or does she spy a pairing that hits even closer to home, something even more devastating? Once again, Beyond the Gates only airs 3 times this week. But the powers that be are packing the drama with the fallout from the bombshell fireworks that went off at Ted and Nicole's anniversary party courtesy of Leslie Thomas. The BTG must-watch video preview for May 5 to 9 hints at the fallout affecting the entire Dupree family. Beyond the Gates isn't done with the drama that Leslie's revenge created. Do not look for any dust to settle. Sure, the Duprees are feeling the betrayal and the hurt. This coming week, they will find out what else is in store for them. Plus, they just might pick themselves up and fight back. In BTG's weekly video preview, Eva says, "Proof," and hands her half-sister Kat the DNA results that prove she's a Richardson. Kat doesn't use the same tone as she normally does with Eva. "You got a DNA test?" she asks. It sounds like this situation is starting to feel real, and she doesn't know how to react. Will Kat and Eva continue to be rivals now that they are related? Meanwhile, Nicole feels raw, and she has no makeup on when she reveals her innermost thoughts to her sister Danny. She's understandably struggling. "I feel like my entire world stopped at that club, and now I'm unable to feel. I'm unable to move. I'm unable to rage." At Vernon and Anita's Fairmont Crest abode, the former senator calls it like it is, but he also offers hope. "It's a long dark night," he begins, "and we don't know how long the darkness will last, but the sun will rise." Finally, Eva shows up at someone's door looking dejected, rejected, and done. "I had nowhere else to go," she cries, and she really doesn't. She can't go home now that her mother sees her as a traitor, and she can't go to the Richardsons for obvious reasons. How will Eva pick herself back up? Beyond the Gates spoilers for Monday, May 5. We knew Ted and Nicole's party would wind up being a blast, but we had no idea it would be this explosive. But as Leslie's venomous revelations come to light, the community of Fairmont Crest will be rocked to its very core. Look for long-time relationships to be tested, loyalties to be questioned, and lives to be changed forever. Talk about bad timing. We're going to be left hanging thanks to Union of Europe Football Association coverage. Beyond the Gates spoilers for Wednesday, May 7. Yes, it's a second day of UEFA coverage, but never fear, all the drama returns to the screen on Thursday. In the meantime, want to take a closer look at the gorgeous fashions on display at Ted and Nicole's party from hell? The pictures are here. Beyond the Gates spoilers for Thursday, May 8, Nicole finds herself struggling to deal with what she's learned about Ted. But the decades-old secrets coming to light don't simply impact her marriage. How will the Dupree and Richardson clans react if the truth about Bill's involvement with the scandal comes to light? If there's one thing we've learned about the Dupree clan, it's that they know how to circle the wagons in the wake of a scandal. But can they recover from this week's drama? Eva finds herself in a difficult spot as Leslie's actions leave the younger woman trying to make amends for her role in what went down. Kat is about to see something that could change her life. And what with this being a soap opera, we're willing to bet it won't be a change for the better. Beyond the Gates spoilers for the week of May 5 to 9 suggest the community of Fairmont Crest will continue to reel in the aftermath of Leslie Thomas's bombshell. Nicole Richardson will spiral, while Eva Thomas desperately tries to make amends, and Bill Hamilton faces some backlash. Time to dive into what fans should expect on the new CBS soap, during the week of May 5 to 9. Before diving into the drama, Beyond the Gates will not be seen on Tuesday, May 6, and Wednesday, May 7 due to a UEFA preemption, as CBS will be covering the sporting event again. Still, fans shouldn't be overly concerned, as there will be plenty of drama over the other 3 days. Nicole Richardson spirals Beyond the Gates spoilers for the week of May 5 to 9 reveal that both the Dupree family and the Richardsons will hit their breaking points, as everyone scrambles to try and figure out what to do next. One person who will feel completely numb is Nicole. Fans should expect to see Nicole kick Ted Richardson out of the family home, and he'll head straight to the local hotel. Still, the only silver lining in all this is that despite Nicole's numbness around this situation, her children, along with her immediate family, will support and be there for her over the next few days. It won't take away what's happened, but it'll be nice for Nicole to have her family to lean on. Across town, Eva will attempt to make amends, and she'll likely start with Ted. It was a shock for him and Nicole'S learned that the young lady they thought was their temporary assistant was really Ted's biological daughter. Sure, she played a big role in Leslie's bombshell, but she also tried to stop Leslie. In addition, Eva has been fed lies about Ted and Nicole her whole life. So will her dad show her some grace? Will anyone else in the family give her some leeway? In other news, as the weekend hits, Catherine "Cat" Richardson will see an intimate moment that will rock her world. Will she see her dad bonding with his new daughter? Or could Eva be getting some sympathy from Thomas "Tom" Navarro? Lastly, Bill will have to deal with some backlash over his role in helping Ted bury his affair all those years ago. In fact, it sounds like Anita Dupree, Vernon Dupree, Chelsea Dupree, Naomi Hamilton Hawthorne, as well as Danny Dupree will reevaluate their trust in him. Not that there was that much there, but still. With that said, Bill was just making progress with his daughters and reestablishing bonds, so this secret surfacing will certainly set him some steps back where his offspring are concerned. Sounds like Bill will struggle to keep things steady. However, he won't be the only one doing some damage control. From the looks of it, it's like the Dupree family will also scramble in the wake of Ted's lies. So they are sure to try and do all they can to keep their image intact after this most recent scandal. Are you excited about the week of May 5 to 9? Drop a comment below. Watch the CBS Soap Daily to catch all the drama in Fairmont Crest, and visit CTS often for the best Beyond the Gates news, updates, and spoilers.